Hello there, everyone. LordBud here. Welcome back to another Minecraft video on the G1gacraft server. Standing here at the iron farm. It's working. It's doing its thing. That I built last episode. This, if you follow me on Twitter, this bridge looks familiar. I built this bridge off camera. I also built a kind of retaining wall because I pulled this hill backwards, so that way there was a little bit more room between the collection system and the hill. So I built a little wall there. I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, I figured I'd start over here so I can show you that. Now, one little thing, and of course, I think this is an issue with us being on a server. I can't say for sure because this works just fine in single player, but I had to add this little daylight sensor thing. So basically, it pushes up those blocks so that way at nighttime the villagers aren't afraid of the zombie and can sleep. So that kind of cuts my rates a little bit as it doesn't make as much iron during nighttime. But I think it'll be okay. Another thing I did off camera in between videos, and don't worry, I'll get to the actual content of this video here very soon, is I did a little bit of building around this here. I spiced it up. I built this weird little walkway here to this beautiful, beautiful arch, might I say. I don't know about you, but to me, ooh, I think that looks really, really good. I think that's a nice grand way to present the beacon. I have a few things I want to do today, and that is, for a while, there's been a skelly spawner over at spawn. Yeah, a skelly spawner over at spawn. And so, what better to do than to bring some more life down to spawn than to make a bit of a skelly farm there. So I'm gonna need to bring some blocks and stuff to build that, but I shouldn't have any issue with that. But another thing I want to do while I'm over that direction is I kind of as you can see, oh, the food, and as you may have noticed in the last episode, I've been back on baked potatoes. Yep. But it's sad. It saddens me. It saddens me deeply because my boy 𝕊𝕜𝕞, he really did get me hooked on those golden carrots, and I really want some more. So I'm going to make him a little bit of a note, and I'm going to make sure I put it over in his mailbox at his base. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename this paper to something. Hopefully this is a good kind of note. I don't know. I'm not sure what the character limit is, but I'll just make it that. We also have a few new members on the server as well. Their channels will be linked down in the description below. Make sure you go check them out. And I believe one of the members, 𝕊𝕜𝕞, has actually started to do some spawn building of her own. So I'm gonna have to go check that out as well while I'm down in that direction. So I'm going to start heading off over there, and yeah, then we'll be right back. Alright, so we're approaching the creeper shrine, aka portal to spawn, but I need to drop off that note over at 𝕊𝕜𝕞's base. Here's his portal. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen his most recent video where he started construction on his main part of his base, which seems kind of like some kind of mega house, make sure you go watch that video. It's pretty sweet stuff. Don't want to spoil too much of what he's working on though, so let's just go ahead and put this here. I want to buy carrots. Oh, actually, is there an anvil around? I should sign this note and maybe specify golden carrots. So I'm sure this man's probably has lots of regular carrots. Does he have an anvil, though? He does. Now let's leave this note in his mailbox. And then, yeah, put that there. Actually, if there being new members on the server, they probably need mailboxes. Now, I happen to basically be in charge of the post office and mail system on this here on 𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬, so I need to go and holy cow, yeah, I need to do my mailman duties and go install some mailboxes for some new folks and maybe some old folks too. I don't know if everyone actually has a mailbox, but here we are. We can see the diorite roof To me, that says it's probably demolicious. Bold choice. But hey, I mean, she makes it work. She's a good builder. Demos, odds, and ends. Yes, Demolicious is one of the new members on our server. Let's see. Oh, very nice. Very cozy. Ooh. What we got? Oh, if that's what we're selling, well, of course I'd buy that. It's the stuff. But, yeah, all in all, very nice, very cozy. But, what we're about to do today is gonna be a little bit less Spawn Town vibes. And it's gonna be a little bit more evil. Evil vibes. Mwahahaha. Yes, we are gonna be making a pretty evil-looking build today. Here is gonna be our block palette. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty evil-looking. So, yeah, let's start by taking away these, because we are going to be working on a community skeleton farm. So yeah, the main reason I have chosen the blocks that I have chosen is because it's a skeleton farm, right? And this is 1.16, you know, the Nether update. And I have done very few like kind of nethery themed builds. So of course I think one is kind of in order. And where in the Nether update do we find skeletons? Of course, in the Soul Sand Valley, and so I kind of want some like Soul Sand Valley vibes on this build today. So first, we're going to go ahead and sleep. But anyway, let's kind of get into the build. First, we're not going to want any of this stuff. First, we're going to actually build the farm itself, and then we are going to build the actual build around it. So first, I'm going to need another bucket of water because I'm going to need to make an infinite water source for this. I haven't quite seen too much of the build site itself. I've mainly just heard things, so I'm going a little bit blind. I'm not sure where the actual... Oh. What do we have down here? It's like some tunnel work. You're a skeleton. Okay, so it seems like there's a bit of a cave. Oh! Here we are. Okay, so this is a little bit less than center. But that should be fine. It looks like it's pretty much shut off right now. Alright, so we need to make this into a 9x9 room with this in the center. So it looks like someone pulled out this wall because it's only supposed to be this big in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to go 2 blocks out in each direction. Now, this is exactly how you would make a pretty much any kind of spawner farm. For the most part, there are some exceptions when it comes to like blaze farms and stuff. But for the most part, this is how you make them. So if you had a zombie spawner, this is how you'd be making it too. Alright, so we're going to just clear out all this stuff. Alright, so I cleared up the walls. I want to dig this iron. Not that it's really necessary since I have an iron farm. But maybe I'll put it in a random chest at spawn so that way someone can have some. Now I also want to work on making sure the walls are all the way around it. I have this little door here just for myself. Now oh wait. Hello there, skeleton. I'm trying to speak. So I'm gonna go ahead and put torches all over the walls here. This is gonna help so that way skeletons don't spawn out of this thing. So it should be totally deactivated now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this floor and we're gonna go down 3 blocks like that. Thank you. Goodbye, gravel. Now, of course, whatever the walls and stuff are made out of doesn't really matter. And honestly, usually, I would make the walls in here and the floor, I'd make it look good. But, no one's gonna be seeing this part of the farm, at least the way I'm building it. Now, of course, you can build it in a way where, you know, everyone can see inside of this, you know, with a window and all that, like the zombies farm I have over at the base. But in this case, we're not going to be building it like that. So I'm not really going to care too much about the aesthetics on the inside, and especially since the second half of this video, we are going to be making the aesthetics on the outside look absolutely fantastic. This is going to be like the coolest build I built in, of course, I can't say the coolest build I've made ever, because honestly, I think the building I've done in this series so far has been pretty good. And, yeah, I've gotten some compliments on my building as well. So, yeah, you know me. Big brain, big head. Yeah, that's me. That's your boy. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out. I might take away that gravel just because it is annoying. Really tempted to take away, of course, the disgusting stuff. But, I'll probably leave this nasty block here because no one's gonna be in it, so they won't have to see the absolute disgrace that is, of course, the nasty block. But any of it that is in my inventory, I probably will end up, well, doing away with. Let's just put it like that. Let's just make it kind. I'm going to move this door downwards. And I'm going to make sure to continue keeping this lit up. Because, yeah, I don't need that in my life. Alright, so what I'm going to actually do right now is I'm going to find, because I want to have the AFK area for this farm. I want it to be up, like, on the surface by the build itself. So, I'm going to find what Y level it is on, and, which I think will be right here. Now, this will only actually spawn skeletons if a player is within 16 blocks of it. So, if I press F3 and see my Y level is Y number 54, which means I can go all the way up to Y level 70. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up to Y 70 and see where I'm at. Or if I even need to go all the way up that high to be on the surface, which I'm not thinking I need to be. Oh no. Yeah. I can stand right here, and it is going to just do its thing. All right, so this is going to be totally fine just to build a building up on the surface, and people are going to be able to stand there, and it'll be just fine. So, here's what we got to do now. We have this floor. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go down 2, down 2. We're going to do that all along this row right here. Now, you can do this on any side you want. Just make a trench that is 2 blocks wide. We can hop up out of there. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back in here and we're going to put some of these blocks back. So we're going to go here, and we're going to put the first 7 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now, if we were to place a water bucket here, it should flow all the way there and continue flowing. Absolutely perfect. If you've done this right, you should be able to place a water bucket here, and it should flow and stop directly right there. That is perfect. It's actually not quite time to put in the water yet, but it will be very, very soon. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take out these 2 blocks. Take out these 2 blocks, and now we're actually going to go ahead and make a tunnel straight upward. So this is basically going to be where the zombies are going to go. We are going to be using a bubble column elevator. Oh, hello there. We're going to be using a bubble column elevator to move these zombies all the way up to the surface so we can take them out easily. That's right in the middle of the path. I don't know if the admins will be too pleased with me, you know, putting a giant tunnel filled with the undead right in the middle of the road. And I am kind of that dude who does do a lot of crazy things to the admins. Of course, only nice, non-destructive things. So what I'm going to do is realize I just blocked up my way down there again. I need to quit doing that. So I'm going to just dig downwards. Hopefully I'm digging right where I want to dig. No, I'm not. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this here and I'm gonna flip it. So I can go like that. I should take away these two. And now, let me just double check with the water bucket. Alright, perfect. Now, I'm going to go like this. We go like that. And I'm going to dig all the way up this way instead. So, next thing you're going to want to do is collect some kelp. Luckily, there's an ocean right here. And kelp is overly abundant. So now, let's take our kelp and let's go all the way down. I need this to be water sources because this is going to be our bubble column. So, now, before I continue with this, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. And I'm actually going ahead and I'm going to build this up 21 blocks. Why 21 blocks? Well, because the idea is I want to drop these skeletons. My bad. I want to drop them onto this block right here. Now, 21 blocks will be just enough for them to be weak and easy to kill, but not too weak to where they're going to die of fall damage. I'm going to need to cover up some of this here because that is also going to be creating a lot of possible spawnable areas to fill up my mob cap. I am really going to have to terraform this hill. But I have an idea. And yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be great. And I think, because I'm building on both sides of this road, I think I'm actually allowed to kind of do something fancy with this road. So I might do that. I might not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this up 21 blocks. So, alright. So this here is 21 blocks up. I'm actually going to move up to 22 blocks because the actual drop point is going to be 1 block above that. So, now what I want to do is I want to go like this. Oh, make a bit of a room where zombies can stand. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make it 3 tall. Now I'm going to go like this. Go over 1 like that. Now, I'm going to go like this. And perfect. I will close that a little bit more later when I have more blocks. That is a lot taller than I had initially hoped. Technically, I don't have to have it that high. Technically, that's unnecessary. But I want to be extra double mega sure that people over here use the least amount of durability possible on their swords to get XP. Because, I mean, especially if they're trying to use this for mending some gear. Well, okay. I may shorten it. I may not. But let's make a new hole down to the bottom. Let's just hop in over here. This is probably closer to our little work area. Now, what I should have done, what I definitely really should have done was while I was up here, place this at the top instead of what I'm doing now, which takes way too long. Oh, gosh. Alright, so I'm going to just grab you and place you there. Alright. I feel like that may be going a wee bit too far. Or maybe it's going perfectly. We'll have to go over and find out. I hope we're not spilling all over GigaCraft. Oh gosh, we are spilling all over GigaCraft. Alright, so let's put a sign right here. Okay, that's fine. Not like there's really anything over there to spill at. And now we're gonna put it right here. So it will push over this way, which is great. Now we are going to actually, whoa. We're going to go down here. And we are going to continue placing our kelp. All right, perfect. Let's swim back down and let's just go ahead and break that block. Funny, funny, funny. Now let's just hop on up here. And over in here, I have some soul sand, which is meant for the build, but one block isn't gonna hurt. Now, of course, as we all know, the kelp turns all of those from flowing water into source blocks, and source blocks with soul sand underneath makes an upward-facing bubble column. So it will push all the zombies upwards. They will go here, and then fall to their doom. Of course, they will take a lot more damage because they do not have feather falling. And I think they might have a little bit less health than a player as well. You're wrong. Don't quote me on that, please, please. All right, so now that that's set up, technically, what I could do is go like that. And, yeah, the farm could start working. I think they're probably gonna kind of go sideways as they're falling and hit onto these, but whatever. If we fill 𝕽𝕣𝕇 full of skeletons, I mean, it's my job to do the dumb projects. So let's kind of test that a little bit. See if that's gonna work. Now this could be a bit of a problem, but as you can tell, I'm moving over ever slightly. Most likely there'll be several skeletons in here at once. Oh yeah, okay, that works. Most likely there'll be several skeletons in there at once. Ooh, that looks kind of nice for being made of diorite, the disgusting block. What in the world is...
This water is cursed.
There will always be pretty much several skeletons. I think they usually spawn in like 2 or 3 at a time. So we'll never really have any kind of issue with them not, you know, with them getting stuck up there, because they will make sure to push each other. So we're gonna put a water source here, infinite water source, of course, and we're just gonna go like that. And now we're gonna take one of these and we're gonna put it right here. So now it goes into there. I'm gonna put some ice there just so that way there's a little bit extra pizzazz. So the skeleton is gonna spawn. He's gonna just, like, you know, flow down here. There we go. Take off the depth strider to flow a little bit quicker. He's gonna slide on over here. This is gonna be ice, so then he is gonna slip like this and pop up here, get shoved by a friend, and yep, that is gonna be the end of that man's whole career. So technically, skeleton farm is really complete at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to... Oh, hey man. Assuming there's not a player in here to force this man to fight the flow, we are going to take away all these torches. If we stand here and we wait, that's from the dude I was punching. Here comes the skeleton. Ah, and he escaped just like I figured he might. So we are going to have to clear that up. Luckily, there is no mob damage here at spawn, so I'm totally safe. But I think it is time to sleep really quickly and then get to the rest of the build. All right, let's slide on into here. Oh boy, let's go ahead and just put this... Hey guys, excuse me. Oh crud, oh crud, oh crud. Hey, excuse me, fellas. Hey, get in there. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some ice here. Of course, big flex energy, that's blue ice. Now, you don't really need blue ice, to be honest. You could use regular ice or packed ice. I recommend using at least packed ice. In my case, blue ice, that's a little bit overkill, but whatever. Packed ice only for the sheer fact that it doesn't melt, while regular ice can most definitely melt, and probably will melt as well. So, of course, make sure you be careful with your ice. Now, what I need to do, and what I need to do fast, is I need to put some blocks between these. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, stylistically, grab some bone blocks, and I'm going to start making my way up there. So, let's... Hey, buddy. Let's grab these bone blocks. Let's start going up. Love the sounds, by the way. These things sound fantastic. Now, of course, you can use any blocks here you want. But your boy is going to make it look good, because that's just how I am. And this is going to look super duper good. Hopefully. And also, I mean, it's going to make sense. It's going to make the farm look productive, even if it isn't, which it will be. Boy. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to slowly replace this with bone blocks, because bone blocks are going to be kind of a big part of how I want to build this. I think they're going to look really cool. I might keep some of this as stone, mainly the parts with water behind it, because those are going to be a pain. But, ouch. Yeah, I can just kill him with a pickaxe. So, that's fun. We'll go like that, and I will build my way up. Oh, I ran out. Fun. So yeah, I'm going to build that up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so just in the time that I got this taken care of, aside from the few that try to jump me, there's already quite a few of them in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe them out. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm going to take these first few, and I'm going to make them those. Only for the sheer fact that you're going to be able to see those from the AFK room. But wow, this is already working. And I can just, you know, I guess whack it with my hand. Obviously, no looting, but hey, still pretty good. Alright, the zombos are getting angry. The skeletons are doing their due. So it is time to sleep. It is time to sleep. Oh, zombie's knocking on the door. Alright, time to get to work. Time to get to work on this build. Boy, and we have so many bones and so many arrows already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make a few chests, or actually a few barrels. I think I like the look of barrels better. So I'm gonna make some barrels here. Of course, these aren't permanent, and I'm just gonna put extra things in there. So the idea I'm thinking for this build is I kind of want it to be like a big, like, skeleton skull made of bone blocks. I think that's gonna be kind of a cool build. And yeah, I want to, like, with the ground, I want to put like the soul sand and the soul soil around, and I want to use all those soul torches and lanterns. I think that's gonna look really cool. And then what I want to do is I want to use basalt, okay? And I want to use that to make like some custom trees. Now, these custom trees obviously won't have leaves. They'll be like dead trees, because like everyone was saying ever since the snapshots, like, oh, basalt looks like a burnt up tree trunk. And to be honest, I quite agree with those claims. So yeah, we're gonna make kind of like some burnt up trees. It's gonna look ominous. It's gonna look evil. And yeah, it's gonna look super cool. Oh, enchanted bow. Hold up, I actually kind of want to see what that is. What do we got? We didn't get anything. Ah, fantastic. Okay, we are... I think... Oh. Oi! What's up, my mans? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys have fun. You guys do your, you know, your pillagey thing. I'm good. I'm gonna just stay over here. Alright, so let's take a good look. I'd say that honestly looks fine. But how does it look from the side? I have this sinking suspicion that from the side, I think it's gonna look really silly. But I can't be sure. Oh, boy. Yeah. Silly for sure. Here's what I need to do. I need to take this wall, and I need to slide it in a block. I know it's taking away from, I don't know, I guess this little hallway area, but at the same time, hey, no it's not. No it isn't. We'll still have 2 blocks. We'll still have 2 blocks of walkway. We'll still be absolutely golden. Still be absolutely golden, and this is gonna look fine. Hey, oi, guys. Hey, isn't there a nicer, non-violent way to solve this? Alright. Cue the angry copyrighted music. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. This is, pretty tragic. We will, take a moment. We'll take a moment to mourn our comrade, Big Rick. Yeah. Take this moment right now to go down in the comments below and leave an F in the chat for Lord Gigabyte. And also, while you're down there by the comments section, conveniently placed by there is the like button. Go ahead and smash that, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button as well, please. It helps out the channel quite a lot. Yeah, we're yeah, trying to hit that 150 mark by the end of the month, which probably won't happen, but hey, smash sub anyway. But anyway, back to the build. This needs to probably change a little bit too. I mean, I expected this. I have foreseen this. Basically, we're gonna go like that, and then this here, we are just gonna go like that. We're gonna go like this, and then like that. All right, so this side of the build, I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good indeed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure I have more bone blocks, which okay. We can either grind here, or I can go back to the base really fast, where I have just loads of these things lying around. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab all those extra bone blocks that are all just lying around. And yeah, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna catch up the other side of the build and start getting it finished up. Start working on some detailing around it on the outside of it. And yeah, and then we're gonna be right back. Alright, so we are just about done with Mr. Scully Skull. So let's start on the inside. Let's see. You shulker blocks can come with me. But yeah, so we got this working rather nicely. Boy, there. Give me these. What do we got? Okay. Less than inspiring, but still doing pretty good, shall I say. And I swapped out the floor for quartz bricks because these look fantastic. With the door, I added these kind of like quartz stairs, which actually look a lot more like teeth than I was expecting. But I was basically just doing that kind of so we didn't have weird holes. I made this kind of like burnt up tree with basalt. Not really sure what I think about it. But the outside, yeah, I think it looks really, really good. I have this retaining wall in here. And I think this coarse dirt with the soul sand and soul soil looks fantastic. This here we got kind of... Oh, wait, okay. We got kind of like an old school campfire. Believe it or not, kids, this is how we used to build campfires back in the day. Back before, like, last year when actual campfire blocks were added. And, of course, the piece of resistance. The part I've been waiting and waiting to show you guys that I built to cover up that weird long part. Well, let's get a bird's eye view to see it. Mr. Skelly has a hat. Oh, yes, I love this. This looks so good. I'm actually, like, really proud of this hat. In all honesty, now that I look at it, it looks like it's kind of sitting back kind of weirdly on his head. But from the ground, it's really not that noticeable. Yeah, so I'm actually, like, really, really proud of this build. I definitely want to know what you guys think about it. Drop that down in the comments below. And, yeah, this is... I like it. I like it. I have these windows that are kind of set back a block, so it's, you know, like, deep and indented, kind of, I don't know, like, the way skeleton skulls are. All this area here, I'm probably going to fill with different, like, barrels and stuff, kind of keep up this style. Obviously, soul lanterns. Yeah, and this thing, it works so good, too. These spawner farms are always good. Okay, that's a crappy bow. Anyway, this is just about it for me, your boy, Giant Skeleton Head. Yeah, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you go check the description for fun links like my Twitter, Instagram. I have a donation link if you really, really, really like my content. There's also a merch page if, you know, you want to look cool. And yeah, that's about it for this episode. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Stay cool, gamers, and until next time, goodbye, everybody.